What would happen if Reiner successfully kidnapped Eren and brought him to Marley? This scenario changes everything. In this timeline, Eren activates the Founding Titan from inside enemy territory. The Colossal Titans wake up in Paradis, but they march directly toward Marley. Toward Eren and Mikasa, he's on the wrong side of the ocean. She will try to reach him. She always does. But can she get there in time? Year 850, the fields outside Walmaria. Hannes is dead, eaten by the same Titan that devoured Eren's mother 5 years ago, the Smiling Titan. Eren is on his knees, broken. Mikasa holds him. She thanks him for everything, for wrapping that scarf around her, for giving her a reason to live. And something inside Eren snaps. He stands, he screams, he throws a punch at the Smiling Titan, and the moment his fist connects, something impossible happens. To understand what just occurred, we need to talk about the coordinates. The Founding Titan isn't just a weapon, it's a biological command system. Every Eldian is connected through invisible pathways called paths, and the Founding Titan can send commands through this network, including direct control over pure Titans. But there's a restriction. The Founding Titan can only be fully used by someone with royal blood. Eren doesn't have royal blood. The Smiling Titan wasn't just any Titan. She was Dina Fritz, Zeke's mother, a descendant of the royal family. When Eren touched her, he temporarily bypassed the restriction. For one moment, he had full access to the coordinate. Every pure Titan in the area freezes. Then, as one, they charge directly at Reiner and Bertolt. In the original timeline, Reiner freezes. He watches in horror as dozens of Titans rush toward him. The soldier side of his fractured mind, the part that cares about his Paradis comrades, hesitates. Those few seconds give Eren and the Survey Corps time to escape, but in this timeline, the warrior wins. Reiner sees the Titans coming. He glances at them for half a second, and then he moves a sprint. Pure instinct. Years of warrior training taking over. Mikasa doesn't even have time to react. Reiner's armored hand slams into her, throwing her to the ground. His other hand grabs Eren. By the time Mikasa gets back on her feet, Reiner is already running south. And Eren, he felt it. That power, the coordinate. He knows now that something inside him just commanded those Titans. He knows he has the Founding Titan. He just doesn't know how to activate it again. The southern coast of Paradis. The ship has been waiting here for 5 years. A Marleyan vessel designed for one purpose, transporting Titans, reinforced deck, heavy chains, built to carry shifters across the ocean. Reiner, still in his armored Titan form, stands on the deck. On one shoulder, Ymir in her jaw Titan form. She made her choice. Marley over Historia. Survival over love. On the other shoulder, Bertolt, keeping Eren restrained and sedated. Why does Ymir go with them? This is one of Attack on Titan's most tragic patterns. Ymir spent years as a mindless Titan because she chose survival over principle, accepting a cult's offer to be their goddess. Now she's making the same choice again. She sees Reiner escaping with the coordinate. She knows Marley will win, and she calculates, survive now, figure out the rest later. Some patterns never break. The ship sets sail. Behind them, Paradis grows smaller on the horizon. And somewhere on that island, Mikasa is screaming. 3 weeks later, the port of Liberio. Reiner expects a hero's welcome. Instead, he gets an interrogation room. This reveals how Marley truly views the warriors. General Magath is furious. 5 years. Marcel is dead. Annie is missing. By Marley's standards, the mission was a disaster. The warriors aren't soldiers to Marley. They're weapons. Eldian children given power and told they're honorary Marleyans, but never truly accepted. But then the scientists run their tests on Eren, and everything changes. 2 Titan signatures, not one. 2. The Attack Titan and the Founding Titan. But there's more. The reports from Reiner describe what happened on that field. Eren commanded pure Titans. He used the coordinate. This isn't just a prisoner. This is the most dangerous weapon in human history. And unlike in any other scenario, Eren already knows he has this power. The problem. The Founding Titan has a failsafe. It can only be fully controlled by someone with royal blood. Eren activated it once, but only through contact with Dina Fritz. And Dina is dead now, torn apart by the Titans Eren commanded. So Marley has the Founding Titan, but they can't use it unless they find another person with royal blood. And they have exactly one. Zeke Jaeger, the Beast Titan, War Chief Marley's most valuable asset, and a direct descendant of the royal bloodline through his mother, Dina. If Zeke touches Eren, the Founding Titan activates full power. No limitations. Marley thinks they've found the perfect solution. But here's what they don't know. Understanding Zeke requires understanding his trauma. His parents were Eldian restorationists, rebels who used Zeke as a tool from birth, training him to infiltrate the warrior program. But Zeke was just a child. He couldn't handle the pressure, so he turned his parents into Marley. This betrayal shaped everything Zeke became. He convinced himself that the problem wasn't Marley's oppression, it was Eldian existence itself. If Eldians had never been born, none of this suffering would exist. The euthanasia plan used the Founding Titan to rewrite Eldian biology, make it so no subject of Ymir can ever have children again. A quiet extinction. No war, no genocide. Just the last generation living out their lives in peace. In Zeke's mind, this is mercy. And now Eren has been delivered directly to him. Zeke volunteers immediately. He tells Magath he can make his brother cooperate, that he can reach him in a way no interrogator can. Magath agrees. He has no idea what's really about to happen. Meanwhile, Ymir's fate changes everything. In the original timeline, Ymir was was eventually fed to a warrior candidate named Porco. He inherited the Jaw Titan and her memories. But in this timeline, Ymir is alive. She returned to Marley willingly. She's cooperating. So Porco never inherits the Jaw Titan. Porco spent his entire life trying to surpass his brother Marcel. His entire identity was built on proving he should have been chosen instead. Without the Jaw Titan, Porco has no power, no purpose. But Marley still needs a backup plan. If Zeke can't make Eren cooperate, they'll feed Eren to a loyal warrior and transfer the founding Titan to someone they control. The same fate Ymir suffered in the original timeline now falls to Eren, but Zeke intervenes. He requests more time with the prisoner. Magath agrees, thinking he's the one in control. He's wrong. Underground chamber, Liberio. Eren has been in Marley for 6 weeks. 6 weeks of interrogations, experiments, scientists treating him like an animal, but the anger inside him hasn't faded. It's grown. He felt something on that field. He commanded Titans with nothing but his will. That power is still inside him. He just needs to figure out how to use it again. Zeke tells Eren the truth about their father, about the royal bloodline, about why Eren could activate the coordinate that day. Then he explains his plan. The euthanasia plan, a peaceful end to Eldian suffering. No more Titans, no more wars, just the last generation living out their lives, and then silence. All Eren has to do is agree. They touch, the founder activates, and the cycle ends forever. But Zeke doesn't understand who he's dealing with. The attack Titan has a unique ability. It can receive memories from future inheritors. He's seen where Zeke's plan leads, and he has his own idea of freedom. Eren tells Zeke he agrees. Zeke believes he's finally won. He hasn't even come close. The moment their skin touches, both of them vanish. They find themselves in an infinite desert, sand stretching in every direction, a massive tree in the distance, and beneath it, a girl, Ymir Fritz. This is the Path's realm, the hidden dimension where all Eldians are connected, the place where Titans are built from sand, where 2,000 years of commands have been followed without question. Ymir Fritz was the first Titan, a slave who gained godlike power but never stopped being a slave. She obeyed King Fritz in life. She obeyed his descendants in death. For 20 centuries, she has been trapped here, building every Titan, following every royal command. Zeke doesn't hesitate. He has royal blood. He gives the order. Sterilize all subjects of Ymir, end the bloodline. Ymir doesn't move. She's looking at Eren through the paths. Eren has seen everything. 2,000 years of her memories, her pain, her obedience, her endless silent waiting, and he understands something Zeke never could. Ymir isn't obeying because she has to. She's obeying because no one ever told her she could stop. Eren doesn't give her a command. He doesn't demand anything. He simply tells her that she's not a slave, that she never was, that the choice has always been hers. Zeke is screaming he has royal blood. This should be impossible. She has to obey. But for the first time in 2,000 years, Ymir Fritz makes her own decision. She chooses Eren, and the walls begin to fall. On Paradis, the walls explode outward. Millions of colossal titans, 60 meters tall, buried inside the walls for a century. Now awake, they step forward and they begin to march. But here's what makes this timeline catastrophically different from the original. In the canon story, Eren activated the rumbling from Paradis. The Titans marched away from the island across the ocean toward distant continents. This gave weeks to form, time to plan, time to chase him. In this timeline, Eren is already in Marley. The Colossals don't march away from the enemy. They march directly toward him. 6 days. That's how long it takes for the first wave to reach the Marleyan coast. Liberio has less than a week to prepare for the end of the world. It's not enough. It was never going to be enough. And what about Ymir, the Jaw Titan? In this timeline, she's still alive when the rumbling begins. She's in Liberio when the Colossals appear on the horizon, and for the first time, she understands what her choice really cost her. She's going to die in Marley, far from Historia, far from the only person who ever truly saw her. This is the tragedy of survival-based thinking. When she finally got a second chance at life, she made the same choice again. Some patterns never break. Porco, who never got the Jaw Titan, who spent years training for a power he'd never received, dies in the first wave, crushed beneath a Colossal's foot. He never got the chance to prove himself. Marley falls in 11 days, then the Mideast Alliance, then everyone else, nation after nation, continent after continent, crushed beneath millions of feet. And Mikasa, she's still on Paradis when the rumbling begins. No ship, no way across. But this is Mikasa. She doesn't give up. She never has. The question isn't whether she'll try to reach Eren. The question is whether she can get there before there's nothing left to save. What would happen if Reiner successfully captured Eren after the coordinate awakened? The founding Titan still activates, the rumbling still happens, the cycle of hatred still burns. But 1,000 small differences create a world, nothing like the one we know. Ymir lives longer, but dies anyway, trapped in her pattern of choosing survival over love. Porco never becomes a Titan, and dies without ever proving himself. Eren knows his power from the start, and that makes him even more dangerous. Attack on Titan asks us a question with no easy answer. When you're trapped in a cycle of violence, is there any escape that doesn't create more suffering? The line between salvation and annihilation was never a grand decision. It was a split-second reaction in a field of titans. One moment where Reiner chose to move instead of freeze. And in this timeline, Reiner didn't hesitate. What do you guys think about this what if? Do you agree with this alternate ending or not? Let me know in the comments.